Coach Tom Ferry. Welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and a little bit of GV. So check it out. We're here in Vegas, and he just killed it on stage at the RE/MAX convention.
Crushed it.
Yeah, crushed it. Thank you. And I'm speaking tomorrow. And big shout out to all those peeps, and of course, big shout out to you. Now, why is this a cool video? Yeah, it's Wednesday, and we're rocking, and you know me, I always want to deliver. Today I'm delivering something special because this will be the only video that I was told, only video, right? Yeah. That is the only video of the day that Gary's new book, The Thank You Economy. I've been talking about it a bunch. You should have already bought it, but if you haven't, I want to introduce you to the guy if you don't know him. So, Gary Vaynerchuk, talk.
Hey everybody, today is Tuesday. I know it's the Wednesday airing, but this is the only video I'm doing. I just gave the talk and flying back to New York from Vegas, so I'll be pounding the inbox. Thanks so much. I know a lot of you. I've been lucky enough to do a couple of your events and meet a lot of you in person. I know a lot of you enjoyed Crush It because I've talked to a lot of you on Facebook and Twitter about it and email. But Thank You Economy is a bigger deal for me. I was telling you over lunch.
It's a much bigger deal.
I said, Crush It is my keynotes, which I come up and get pumped, and maybe it's that push you need to get started. Thank You Economy is how I've built my businesses.
It's the practical application.
It's the meat and potatoes.
It is.
It's the meat and potatoes. And I was saying today at my talk, we're in that calm before the storm. So social came along, everybody's talking about it, but people are really like, is our ROI on this really that good? It reminds me of the internet in 2000. Everybody got pumped in the late 90s.
We got a website.
But the numbers weren't all the way there. People abandoned it in 2000 and 2003, and those were people that got crushed, and the people that went all in then were the ones that won. Blockbuster, pulled back. Netflix went all in. Who won?
Yeah.
Amazon went all in. Borders, not Barnes and Noble, Borders really.
Borders really. No doubt.
Pulled back out of business.
Yeah.
I really don't want that to happen to people that follow me. I want to be right. I love being on the right side of history. My legacy is currency.
Yes.
I want to say, I think, for example, let's give you I love giving your audience something. Quora. If you're not on Quora, I didn't even say this on stage.
Say it. Spell it.
Q-U-O-R-A.
Q-U-O-R-A.
In my opinion, it's at a crossroads. It could end up being Yahoo Answers, or it could become Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But there are people asking questions there, and if you go to Quora and you have the chops in real estate and you answer those questions, there's a chance in 5 years that somebody's going to say, how do I buy an ocean view apartment? And you will be the first result in Quora, and your lead gen from that will trump anything that you see from SEO. So there's always things happening.
Yes.
Mobile is the new world. We were just talking, you say, how do you do that? You're like, I only do it mobile. That's where things are going. I just think there's major market changes. There's culture shifts in the air. And it's all about context. You're in the people business. Thank You Economy. The reason it's called Thank You is, what happens when you say thank you to somebody, or you're welcome, or how can I help you? What happens when you don't want to close a home or a wine sale, and you can wait because you're trying to bring lifetime value? That's what this book's about.
And what I want to stress is, everything we talk about, so Gary showed me, Jim, all my mentors that I looked up to and said, how do I do this stuff? I want to be early. I want to be an early adapter. Everything is about, we touch all these people with all these different vehicles, but at the end of the day, that's what matters. You know what I mean? It's that personal interaction and
I know who's watching right now, and I'm going to get excited now.
Yeah, hit it.
A lot of you say, well, that's what's going away. It's not this. You're in a conversation. But I'm telling you, as somebody who lives in this space, I feel context. I feel like the emotions through this. Is it the same? No, I do like the huggy feeling, but it scales. And you can have relationships with people in a much greater way. I understand you think, oh, the kids, they don't have relationships. They have more relationships than you had. Because when you
talk more often.
Of course.
You're totally connected.
How about when you went to college? How many high school friends did you lose phone numbers of because they moved out of their parents' house before cell phones? It's a different world, and the opportunities are great. It's the calm before the social media storm. I think this is the time to go all in. So for thousands of you that have, in the real estate space and beyond, I've connected you to Gary, and you know how much of a fan I am. I got an early copy of Thank You Economy. Thank you again for that. And I ripped through this book like that. I'm probably the third time through it now. And my experience is, you need to buy the book. And you know me, I don't sell stuff on these videos. You need to buy the book. So let's make them like, remember a couple years ago we did the offer? Yes.
Let's do an offer.
We were talking about this at lunch, and I said, I've done a couple other offers, and I want, we're friendly, so I want to do something special. I want to do the webinar this way. for anybody who emails me the receipt, I'll set up a Tom Ferry at VaynerMedia.
Cool. Tom Ferry at VaynerMedia.com.
And maybe you can link that in this video somewhere.
Yeah,
Email address. I'll make sure I set that up. Anybody who buys 4 books is 100% guaranteed to get their question asked during our webinar. So
whether it takes an hour or 3 hours or 5 hours or whatever.
You know, hopefully, you know, now I'm like being pulled, right? I'm like, I want to sell books, but you know, I don't want to be there all day. Listen, whatever it is, I'll do.
Okay, we did this before.
But we didn't guarantee everybody a question.
No, but
I stayed for 3 hours.
We had 900 people on the call, and then we got down to about 7,
and I was still there.
Got it, right? So listen, I know we're just riffing here, and that's how we roll. Get the book. And you know what? My advice to you is, first of all, give one to a buddy who's maybe like they're hurting right now in this economy and they need to make some shifts. Give it to like your best friend in business. Give it to your best client in business.
And your boss.
Oh,
that's who I wrote it for.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because a lot of you know, and you've got a bottleneck above you. And honestly, let me just say this. And of course, listen, nobody's more of a salesman, and I'm hungry, and I want my book to explode tomorrow.
Sure.
You know, I know it's going to air. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to look at Amazon. I'm hungry. But I can tell you this. Honestly, you don't have to buy the book. Go to the library and get it. I just want people to hear this message. It's important to me.
Yeah.
This is the game where the world's going, and I know if you read this in 5 years, you're going to be like, damn, that kid was right again, and that will be enough good for me.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so look, you guys know the deal. Longer video than normal, but you know me. I love you. Remember always, your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your passion really rules. So, hey, you know what? Do me a favor, share this with a few of your buddies, right? Send this out to a few friends that maybe don't know Gary, don't know me, and want to get in the inner circle and have some fun. So, talk to you soon.
One last thing, don't hit that button. It's always about the end user. Yeah. Just like the end user, all these strategies, what do we use? At the end of the day, it's to get into the end user, care about them, thank them, you're welcome then, how can I help you then, what can I do for you then, and your business will change. In a world where word of mouth is the currency. You do something nice 10 years ago, a couple people know. You do something nice now, hundreds of thousands can know.
Yeah. You guys got it. See you on Friday.